Great. So sitting in a constructive way so that you feel the sitting bones, you're aware of the foundation, and you're lengthening up through the crown of the head, finding a long spine. And with all its natural curves, so we're not undoing anything, we're just coming to our tall seated position with the feet resting on the floor or something else so that they rest to start that rooting, growing roots. Maybe softly closing your eyes, getting rid of that sense, allowing you to move a little deeper, to focus a little easier perhaps on the breath. Using the exhales to soften, to come to your practice. The inhales to become aware of the heart space, and maybe the intention that brought you here this morning. Physical intention, maybe mental, maybe emotional. And keeping that with you throughout the practice. Inhaling the arms out, around, and up. Exhaling, palms float together to rest at the heart center. The chin dips towards the notch in the collarbone, and we softly blink open the eyes to take in the fingertips, your lap, the floor beneath you, and inhaling to gaze forward. Bringing the focus to those thumbs resting on the upper chest. Aware of the echo of the breath that lifts the palms of the hands together a little higher to the ceiling and then softens them back down. And with that lift, there's also a broadening across the thoracic body. As the breath moves into fill the lungs completely.
Hey, Larry, how are you? Good. Of course I remember your house. You know what? Let me do
With your
this.
inhale, allow the arms to extend to the earth, fingertips reaching, softening the shoulders down the back. Nice. Exhale, find that foundation again. Inhale the arms out, around, and up. Pause there. Maybe the palms come together and the elbows soften. With your inhale, lift the eyes to gaze up. Maybe the chin can lift a little. Nice. Big inhale there. Exhale, float the arms down, around, and up. And take some shoulder circles here. Big circles. Just a reminder that you can do all of this while you're seated throughout the day, taking breaks at the end of articles or chapters or commercials, if you watch regular TV, the end of shows, to take time to move in between. With your exhale, allow the chin to float towards the notch in the collarbone. Lift the heart towards the chin without the front ribs jutting forward. Just that intention to keep a long spine. Draw a half circle or a curved line from the center of your chest to your right shoulder. With your next inhale, float it back to center. Exhale, draw the line in the opposite direction, as if you were drawing a necklace across your collarbone, or maybe one of Ginsberg's lace collars. Imagining a softness in your neck, a release with the breath. And the next time you come back to center, inhale up to gaze forward. Nice. Shoulders slide up to the ears, and with your exhale, they slide back down. Inhale up to the ears, exhale, soften down the back. Find those sitting bones again. Maybe step the feet back a little. If you're not at the edge of the chair, come to the edge of the chair. Now we're going to work the 6 movements of the spine before we come to stand, just to get an idea of what your body is holding today or how you feel. Nice. So with walking the hands to the back of the chair, now you have space to either put the knuckles, the palms of your hands, what feels good for you, the fingertips. Draw the shoulder blades to the center of the back. Already, maybe you notice an opening in the front body. Keep the hips rooted to the chair, but not efforting, still a soft belly. And with your inhale, lift your heart to where the wall meets the ceiling. Soften there. Inhale, maybe you have a little more space to lift into that gentle back bend without any compression in the lower back, right? Rib cage lifts out of the hips, opens towards the ceiling. Maybe the gaze lifts without compressing the back of the neck. Only you know what that feels like. Nice. Exhale there, soften. Inhale, float back to a neutral spine. Let the hands float to the tops of the thighs. Maybe the thumbs come into the hip creases and the fingers along the outside of the thighs. How does that feel? Soften the shoulders, draw them together. Keep that open front body. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, hinge forward. You'll feel your thumbs getting closed off in that hinge. Come all the way back up to sit. Nice. With your exhale, as if you could reach the heart over the knees, but not the chin. Feeling a length in the front body, a long back body. Nice. Maybe one more round like this, lengthening forward any amount. Nice. Soften and coming all the way up to sit. Pause there. Breathe. Even out the breath. Big inhale, sigh out the exhale. And inhale the hands back to the heart center. This is just to give us a frame of reference, right? The hips rest on the chair. Maybe the right leg comes a little forward and the left a little back. So it's really the hips that are shifting. So now the right sitting bone is more towards the edge of the chair and the left sitting bone has moved back. The hips are sideways, but the knees are still straight off the hips. Yeah. Nice. Inhale there, you're right in between the legs. Exhale, gentle twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, the entire thoracic body moves to the left and then draws back. Exhaling, the heart reaches to the left, the chin stays over the fingertips. Nice. You're not trying to get very far. That's not your goal. Just curious about your range of motion as the hips rest on the chair and then back to center. Nice. Come back to neutral. Nice. And then slide the right hip back. So now the left hip bone is closer to the front of the chair, the edge of the chair. Hands at the heart center. Think about inhaling, lifting that heart again, softening the shoulders, long through the crown of the head. Exhale, heart moves to the right. Inhale back to center. Shouldn't feel anything sharp or tugging. Just the core muscles responding as they take in the movement that you're directing. Nice. Jaw is soft. Chin stays in alignment with the fingertips so that you're not moving with your shoulders, drawing yourself around with the shoulders or efforting, just allowing whatever comes naturally to the thoracic body. Maybe one more round like this. And then coming back to sit. Deep breath in, soft breath out. One more round, filling front and back of the heart space. And softening there. Nice. Inhaling the right arm alongside your ear. Softening the arm in the shoulder socket. How does that feel for you? Find a comfortable way for your arm to rest in the shoulder girdle safely. Nice. Inhaling, fill the heart space. Exhale, become aware of the weight in the left hip. Inhale, lift the armpit away from that left hip. Yeah. Exhale, straight spine. Oh, I said left. I meant right because I'm trying to mirror. Sorry, Ann. Inhale, open. I'm trying to mirror. Back. It's my next challenge for myself on Zoom. Inhale. And then straight neutral spine. You're moving slowly so that you know exactly where your end range is. And then you find stillness there. Soften that right shoulder. See if you can find the breath in the right armpit. Breathing into that space, you'll find maybe that the entire rib cage expands to allow that breath to fill one more round like that. Massaging from the inside out. Inhale all the way up. Float that arm down. Shake it out. Let it go. Take a couple of rounds of breath. See if you scan your body right side and then left side. If you notice a difference. Difference in sensation. Difference maybe even in breath. What does it feel like? Maybe there is no difference, so allow for that. Don't expect anything. And we're coming to sit again and inhaling the left arm alongside your ear and then softening that side, that arm in the shoulder socket, that shoulder blade sliding down to the waist, right? Becoming aware of the left hip rooted to the chair. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, long spine. Exhale, there's space without compressing the discs. Inhale, back to neutral. And we know that the greatest amount of load bearing on the spine is when you're seated. So really important to find that length, to keep the space between the vertebrae, to not compress the disc. At the same time, we want to keep our range of motion, and if you keep that awareness, there's no problem. And we do want to stimulate the discs because they don't have circulation. By that squeezing and soaking, they get nutrients, right? This is biological, scientific, not woo-woo. It's actually how the body works. Inhale up, exhale, float that arm down, shake it out, let it go. And then scan the different sides, each side of the body with the breath. And just notice, does the left side feel a little different now? Without expecting anything or really searching for it, just close your eyes and become aware of what you feel. Nice. Softly blink open the eyes, slide the feet a little back beneath you so that we can come to stand and have a balance. So maybe you know you need to use your chair for help. Maybe you can leave your hands on your thighs or cross them across your chest. Long spine again. This is also something you can do in your everyday life to keep that core strong and aware and legs. So we exhale and we hinge forward from the hips. Keep reaching the heart as if it could come over in front of and up from the knees. Nice. And we feel the weight come into the feet. And as you press into the soles of the feet, you can even feel the legs start to lift away from the chair, the hips, as they hug the femur bone. Inhale, come back up to sit. Keep the breath moving even if I'm not cueing it. Exhale, we're hinging forward, pressing into the feet, sliding a little forward and up. Yes. Nice. Slow. Nice. Shake it out. Let it go. We're going to take those chairs, or whatever you were sitting on, and step it to the top of the mat with the backs facing us to start. So we have lots of furniture in our homes that are easily accessible for us, or windowsills, countertops. We can rest the palms of the hands in the back of the chair and walk ourselves back mindfully. Feet hips distance, knees bend, hip creases reach back. And we take a stretch or a lengthening through the side and back body. Yes. Supported by the front of the body, engaged gently. Ribs are not dropping to the earth, belly's not dropping to the earth. It's supporting the back. The breath is smooth, the arms are resting in the shoulder sockets, no efforting. Maybe you feel like you can float the armpits towards the ceiling A little bit different stretch there. Maybe you can exhale, reach the hip creases back, bring some weight a little deeper into the heels. Inhale the crown of the head forward. Exhale there and inhale, walk yourself all the way up. Slowly, mindfully, step by step, and roll through the shoulders. Big circles. Nice. And soften them down the back. We're actually going to come to the floor, so if you like to use the chair, you can turn the seat to face you. Always when you bend forward, turn to face whatever object you're moving. Bring it close to your body, right? This is if you're lifting something a little bit heavy, so it rests against you. Then you have a stacked spine again, right? You're not efforting, and then we move. We bend at the knees, reach the hip creases back, and then we're able to place down. Nice, beautiful. Inhale up. Practice with a laundry basket, whatever it is. Only go as far down, even if you can't put it down on the floor till you feel safe, right? Let's come down to the floor. Inhale, float the arms out, around, and up. Exhale, hinge forward, find that support of the chair. Step one knee back, and then the other. We'll pause here to let the hips extend back to the heels. Yeah, maybe this is enough of a stretch here. Maybe you can float the head between the arms. Soften the arms so they work for you. Maybe you have to bend the elbows. Reach the hip creases back. The tailbone dips slightly towards the floor as you hug the belly in. The heart lengthens away from the belly. So even if your hands are on the floor, long spine. Soft back of the neck. You can press into that floor as if you could slide the mat away from you. Reach the hip creases back. Nice. Exhale there. Inhale. Walk yourself up to sit onto your heels. Let the hips come to one side. The heels to the other. No, maybe I want you on tabletop. Sorry, so that you can turn to the long side of the mat. And then we can sit. Whatever. Swivel around. So you're now facing the long side of the mat. Then come up onto your knees. And maybe you'll want that chair for support. Hi, puppy. Thanks for joining us. Let that, let's see. That's your right leg extend straight out. And the toes point to the long side of the mat, yes? And then can you see yourself in your screen? So my shoulders are way over here. I'm gonna bring my shoulders over my hips. So my knee and my hip are in alignment, yeah. And then maybe I float the chair over for a minute, nice. I reach into that pinky toe side of the foot. And you'll notice that the leg becomes active, yes? As if you could lift from the inner thigh all the way down to that pinky toe side, so that even the ankle lifts. Nice. And then maybe we inhale that, arm into goddess. Soften through the shoulder, nice. And with your next exhale, slide that arm out on the chair and hinge over, but don't let the hip come with you, right? So now you have a bit of an opening on that right side body. It's okay if the left side curves. This time we're not concerned with that. So find an easy way to rest on that chair. Maybe you're bending the elbow, maybe not, or couch or whatever, or maybe you're okay where you are, or a block on the floor. Nice. With your inhale, reach through that arm, open through the right side body. Allow for some movement. Okay, let the rigidity go, the alignment. as in you can softly collapse without compress. That allow for some movement, right? Inhale, we extend. Exhale, coming back up, exploring a lengthening in the right side body. Not efforting that arm out of the shoulder socket though, right? This is just the direction, the fingers point in the direction you want the thoracic body to go. And the next time you come over, maybe finding stillness there, take your time to come here. Right, you can do this staying upright. And then see if you can find the breath filling the armpit and the side body. Use the breath to massage open from the inside out. No efforting, but you feel support. One more round of breath here, allowing the ribs to expand. Exhale, inhale all the way up, float that arm down, slide that knee in, roll through the shoulders, and pause here for a minute if it's okay on your knees. You can come to sit on your heels, just to pause with the breath, whatever feels right for you. Softly close your eyes again, so go a little deeper, and notice the left side body. How does it feel? Notice the right side body. Is it different? From shoulders to hips, lower back, back body, front body, side body. How does your neck feel? Do you notice a difference? Softly blink open your eyes and come back onto your knees, and we're going to come to the other side. So if you've got it, you can just turn your body and let your back come to your screen. Or we can move that chair to come to the other side. Knees are over hips so that we can extend into that left leg now, and then check it out. Bring yourself back, hip over knee. Nice. Maybe you need a blanket under your knee, under your shin to lift your knee from the pressure of the floor. Always find a variation that works for you. Nice. Then activate that leg a little to find a rooting, right, a part of the foundation. Inhale, find that lift, bring your arm up into goddess. Nice. Exhale, soften the tops of the shoulders. Inhale, explore that side opening, side bend. Exhale, then the core engages to bring you safely back up, right? So be aware of the breath guiding you and how it feels. Where's your edge? Don't force it. Inhale, back up. Nice. There's a curve in the underside of the body, an opening in the top side. Shoulders stay stacked, no twisting. Soften the neck and the jaw. Nice. Maybe the next time you come over, you'll find stillness there. Soften the arm and the shoulder socket. And breathe into that armpit and side body. Right? The arm doesn't have to stay there. Find a comfortable way for that shoulder. Maybe the side's a little different, right? Maybe stay in goddess. Just bring awareness to the armpit, the side ribs, the breath moving into that space. Maybe you've stayed upright. Just one more breath. Exhale there. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, float that arm down. Slide that knee in. And again, staying on your knees or sitting on the heels, whatever feels good for you. Just to softly close your eyes for a few rounds of breath and notice the difference. Going a little deeper, scanning the body, one side and then the other. Notice the breath, and any other sensation in the body. Smooth out the breath. Find your natural rhythm. Softly blink open the eyes. We'll move that chair out of the way. so that we can come down to our mats. Any way that's comfortable for you. Coming to rest, allowing the spine to find its length. Always you're moving mindfully no matter what you're doing here, right? Take your time. There's no rush. We have nowhere to go and nothing to do. Set yourself up to be safe, to honor your body and come to lie all the way down on the earth. Pause there. Wiggle it around, move the body around so you feel comfortable, the shoulder blades underneath the heart, the hips resting. Maybe the knees are bent to start, feet on the floor. Take some pelvic tilts or whatever you need to do to allow the body to come to stillness in a peaceful way. Maybe slide one foot and then the other straight out onto the floor slowly. How does that feel? Breathe into the back body. Sigh the breath out. Let it go. Long from the heels to the crown of the head. Soft from the crown of the head to the heels. Gentle breath. Massaging from the inside out. With your exhale, the right knee draws in and then the left. Pause there. Breathe into the back body and then maybe get some movement, rocking, making circles. Whatever feels like your body needs right now. And then we'll take a short Shavasana. So complete your practice, cover yourself up, and come to rest. Land on your mat. Let it be a natural way of resting. Don't worry about the shoulds and the should nots. Arms can be at your sides or palms of the hands can rest on your belly or your hips. They can come to your heart center, up into goddess. Feet can be on the earth or legs extended. Lower legs up on a chair. So many options. But the breath is the most important part. So returning to the focus of the breath, smoothing it out into your natural rhythm, letting go of all control, letting the breath become softer and gentler. Following the breath from beginning to end. The earth beneath us, the vast sky above us, and the wise heart lying between the two, and breathing into that space. The breath that's always there. You can reach for it. There are times of stress or need. Pause, breathe, feel, respond. Taking care of ourselves so that we can offer care to others. Following the breath from beginning to end. And I'll be here to guide you out. Fully becoming aware of your body resting on the earth, becoming aware of the space surrounding you. Gently deepening your inhales and exhales. Bring your body back from stillness with very small, gentle movements, allowing them to get a little bigger. And maybe with your next inhale, allowing the arms to extend, and then floating them to a comfortable position and bending one knee and then the other to step the feet softly onto the earth if they're not there already. Pausing here, feeling more awake and alert with every inhale, ready to embrace the day ahead of you. Rolling over onto one side or the other, using your arm as a pillow as you breathe into the heart space. Grateful for the breath and this moment. Keeping the eyes softly closed if that suits you, press into the earth and walk yourself up into a comfortable, easy seated position. And with your inhale, maybe allowing the arms to extend one more time. Palms float together and they gently come to rest at the heart center. And we lift our hearts and we bow our heads to honor that perfect light that shines in all of us and unites us, with the intention that our practice be continuous to be of benefit to all beings. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May they know freedom. May they find peace. And may all beings walk through the world with ease. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me.